Hi guys, a Frugal Gal here. I'm doing a different kind of video today. I haven't showed you the inside of my trailer, but that's not this video. I thought maybe you were curious. I don't know. Just trying to add some more content to my channel. I'm going to show you how I cook living in a travel trailer. Now, if you're like me, I've never been camping. I know that sounds strange, but I've never been camping. I grew up in the country, so I didn't see the point. But anyway, so it's kind of odd that I ended up living in a travel trailer. But this is the size stove that you have in most of your travel trailers. It's a gas stove. I'm going to try to zoom in here and show you. I have an oven too. I've never used the oven. Like my little magnets. That one right there that says Melissa's Kitchen. I got that from Barbie. Okay, I never use the oven just because I have a toaster oven, so that's what I use. But it's definitely functional. So what we're going to be making today is falafel mix. Yeah, leave it up to me. Not, everybody else meatloaf or fried chicken, and I go for the falafel mix. But anyway, I first ate this falafel mix 20 years ago when I was in Israel. Not this specific falafel mix, but falafels in general. I had never, until that time 20 years ago, heard of hummus. It wasn't something you saw in the stores around here. Falafels, of course, are, you stuff them in a pita. I'm not going to because I don't need the bread. But they're just made out of chickpeas, so they're vegetarian, and you fry them up. I'm going to make, not the balls, I'm going to make, like patties. So the first thing you do when you live in a travel trailer, and you want to light your stove, is you be smart, and you go over here to your lovely window. See, Chicky? Any nice? Your lovely window, and you open it because you don't want to gas yourself. Because you will start getting a headache and start feeling faint. And we don't want to do that, do we? You don't want me all of a sudden just to go down. So I just cracked the window just a little bit. And then I'm going to pause it right now and come back to, well, maybe I can just set this up while I'm doing this. Now I'll come back because I got to situate the camera and everything. I'm using my new camera. So I'll be right back, and we're going to make this falafel mix. And I'll be right back in a second, guys. Alright, we're back. So we're going to follow the instructions on the falafel mix. And basically, it's very easy. You just take your falafel box. I'm not going to be good at this. Bear with, okay? It's just a mix like this. And like I said, all this basically is, it's spices along with chickpeas or garbanzo beans. They're dehydrated. And they put some flour and stuff in here and some spices. So, how do you make these? I get my handy dandy, I always keep these, I get these at Dollar Tree like I told you guys. I keep a pair back here in my stuff, where my hat here, in my kitchen stuff. So, we're going to put that in there. Dump the whole bag in there. I can't find these, you might be able to find these at other stores, but I can't find these anywhere except my local health food store. This actually isn't really local, it's in the next town over. And then we're going to, it calls for 1 1/4 cups of water. So there's 1 cup. And I got this handy dandy measure, which I like because you can go like this. It gets it right to where you need it to be. 1/4 cup of water. And then it just says, stir it up. I'm going to do it with a fork until you've got it all. I know it looks gross, but hey, I eat a little different because I am a diabetic. And this actually does not have that much carbs in it, even though it's beans, but beans have so much fiber in them that the net carbs that you're actually eating are good. And see, it will just really absorb all that water. But you have to let this, after you get that all stirred, you have to let this set for 15 minutes to absorb the water fully. So, I'm going to go, let that set, put my timer on for 15 minutes. And then we will come back and I will show you how we're going to cook. This is going to be my dinner. Yum, yum. See you in a little bit. Okay, I'm back. My timer is about ready to go off, so I want to show you guys, I know this, I'm not talking down to you guys might have used a travel trailer stove, you might not. So I'm going to show you how to go about using it. Remember, the first thing is open that window over there so you don't go bye-bye. But how this works is they open up like this. And you can leave that on as long as you're not using the back burners. It also comes all the way off. So I have my burners, of course. I have 3 burners. And it took me a long time to get used to this because I'm an electric, cook on electric kind of girl. I don't care for cooking on gas, but it is a great stove. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take our pan, and yes, I did buy this pan at Salvation Army, so it might have little scratches in there, but a few boo-boos is okay. It calls for vegetable oil. I'm using grapeseed oil because I don't cook with vegetable oil, and olive oil is an oil that you can't get very hot. It will start smoking and burning. So grapeseed oil you can cook at a higher temperature. So the package says to put in till you're about 1/4 of the way up the pan. I'm not going to use that much because I'm only cooking a couple patties. So I'm going to use that much. And excuse me, I'm using one hand. So I don't know if you can differentiate how much oil I got in there. Enough to cover the bottom and come up the sides just a teeny bit. I'm going to set that to the side. And my timer is about ready to go off. I'm going to reach back here. You can see I've got a Fiestaware picture that I keep all my, that's my timer, all my utensils in for when, yeah, cooking utensils, right? Is that what you call them? I'm getting tongue-tied. I've never done a cooking video before. So I turned on the light button, as you can see there. We're going to click it with the clicker, if I can do it with my left hand. And you're going to see a poof, and hope we don't go up with it. Oh, we didn't go up with it. We're good. And then we're going to adjust that heat down to, about right there. Get that pan hot. Now we're going to move over to the falafel mix, which is in this bowl. It has absorbed all the water. Obviously, this is a lot of falafel mix because this is another Pyrex thing. This is a Pyrex bowl. Oh, that's Fiesta. This is Pyrex, and it's pretty full. So what we're going to do is I'm going to patty out some patties. I'm going to go take you over here to my table while I do this. Let's turn on the light. Sorry, this was just a spur of the moment thing I thought I'd share. So we're down there. Here. And yes, before you ask, I have washed my hands, but what do you care? I'm eating the patties. So usually what you do with these falafels, and I've got a, I don't know why I'm leaning over. What you usually do is you make falafel balls, which fit down inside of a pita pocket. So you just, like you'd make meatballs. But this is a lot more crumbly. I thought it would, so you kind of make like that. You can't really go like that. You can go like that gently and make a ball like that, but I don't want to because I'm not eating it in a pita. So I'm just going to patty me out like you patty out hamburgers. I'm going to patty out me about 3 of these. Then the rest I'm going to save. So there's one. Let's do 2 for right now to fit my skillet. And then 2. Let me go over here and wash my hands so I can touch my camera. And in these falafel mix, what spices you have is like rosemary and garlic and cumin. So, it's going to have a strong smell to it, and it does have a strong smell. So let's take these back over here. Dun, 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 dun. Our oil is hot. I can smell it. And we're going to put these in our pan. That one already broke open because it's really dry. I don't know the absorb for 15 minutes thing on the, I know it's the directions, but it seems like quite a long time that they're going to get dried out. So we're not perfect. We don't have to have perfect. I'm going to put it down low because that heats up pretty fast. So it's cooked up uncovered. They said 3 minutes total, so I'm going to do 1.5 minutes on both sides. Basically just to your liking of how brown you want them. This mix is actually, there's nothing in it that would keep you from eating this mix raw because it's just flour, spices, and dehydrated chickpeas. So I will come back. Oh no, let me just go ahead and see how, I'll get this piece that is just like off here. Let me like zoom in. It's hard to do with one hand. I need to set my camera up. But one thing about living in a travel trailer is you don't have a lot of counter space. So you can see how that gets brown. And that's just what you're going to do, guys. I did this more just to see if I could do a cooking video, to have a little different content, and to show you that just because I live in a travel trailer doesn't mean I have to, I'm trying to do this without getting grease everywhere, I have to eat out all the time, or just rely on, oh that's nice and brown, just rely on my microwave. I cook just like anybody else would. I can make all kinds of food. So if you would like to see more cooking videos from me, they'll be more exciting than this. Go ahead and leave me a comment down below, or maybe you wouldn't, or leave me down below what other videos you'd like me to make. Thanks guys for joining me, and I will talk to you later. Bye.